Marriage is hard work anyway, but marriage with a QLA is harder. 95% of the time, when the couples come, it works out. 5% of the time, it's it's serendipity. You never know what's going to happen in life, and so it all worked out. Man plans, God laughs, and the only reason you want to create wealth is to buy nice cars, but that's just part of their lifestyle. But the University of Peña is a great school. It's a great school, and not just because Trump or Elon Musk went there. And what QLA has meant to you in the last couple of years?
Thank you for having us, Mr. Peña. And today I'm very honored to be here and to share some of my experience with you guys. I was here 2019 January, and John, I remember December, he was back in November 2018, he was inviting me to Castle and to the seminar, and he said, "Baby, I want you to go, because if you don't go, we might have some trouble." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? That's not going to happen because we already have a good marriage." But he said, "This one is going to be different." So I said, "How much we're going for?" He said, "The Castle is like 40,000 total." Something. I said, why I'm going to a seminar that doesn't matter to me? But he said, "If money doesn't matter, do you want to go with me to learn something that you've never experienced?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" Because he insists. He said, if we don't go, we might have to encounter like divorce. So I'm so glad I went. I'm so glad I came here because I feel like January 2019, I was reborn by Mr. Peña. Even though me and John, after a seminar, I feel like we were born with some kind of a QA mindset, but we're hiding ourselves. We have doubt. Not until Mr. Peña brought out all these things and confirmed that QA mindset, and we know what we're doing. We're doing it the right way. I'm so glad. Now we're on the same page, everything. Thank you so much, Mr. Peña.
And as I tell people, if you want to, not guarantee, but if you want some extra insurance, you bring your spouse, significant other, whatever you call him or her, because there's no information, there's no talk you can have with your significant other that is the same as being here and hearing it for yourself. And I was just telling them that Markus Bauer came in September with his new wife of a few months, and she thought she understood what we were doing, but she said that I really didn't, because it's not the same. And where I tell everybody, which is true, 99% of all the stuff is on the site, already free. But how you deal with your significant other is not on the site. In fact, I don't think there's anything about it on the site. And it's hard work. And it's hard work. Marriage is hard work anyway. But marriage with a QLA is harder. But I believe, and they'll comment themselves, that once you figure out what it is and you have a common goal, it makes marriage much easier. And there's no end to the change. I mean, Corona made us change. And I predicted 4 waves, if you recall, and we're having 4 waves. Lowest interest rates in 5,000 years has stayed. I'm a little surprised by that. Of course, Bitcoin has raised its face, and all these things we've been able to deal with. But the QLA is still the best game in town, starting with no money. For those of you that have money, it's even easier, because when you, for whatever reason, you can't make those 2 ends touch, instead of it being a bridge too far, you can write a check. But the vast majority of the people that come here don't have the money to do these deals. And again, this is not new stuff. What they've done the last couple of years has been around for 140, 150 years. And what about you, John? What do you have to say?
Like Amber was saying, when I first saw Dan on YouTube, I thought, this guy is a real guy, a real deal. So I wanted to go to the seminar, but without her, I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of explaining. And I don't like to explain.
No.
And so I just brought her along. I think that was, in the beginning, I thought, wow, it's a lot of money for her. She's not going to do the deal, but is it going to be worth it? But after she went, how we bonded together at the castle, how we were on the same page, it was totally worth it. And I would definitely do that again.
Life-changing.
Yeah, it changed our life.
The main thing that I wanted you to see, because it's easy for me to talk about, and I do talk about John and Amber, and hearing it in the flesh. You know, some people still think these are actors. Okay? Some people still think that the things that I post are a figment of my dementia mind. Then they can't believe. And what they're really saying is, you know, I can't believe somebody else is able to do this and I've done nothing. That's what they're really saying. They don't put it that way. But we have less and less people that are naysayers than we did a few years ago. Of course, we have a lot more successes now. And we've created, you know, a lot of money for a lot of people. The fact that they are on their way to Paris, they have more choices than most couples that watch me on YouTube. A lot more choices. Not just because they have a new Rolls Royce and a new Ferrari. But that certainly it differentiates. And again, I'm not saying that the only reason you want to create wealth is to buy nice cars, but that's just part of their lifestyle. Well,
this is kind of our vacation.
Oh, good.
Our new rule is we don't want a vacation. We will have a work vacation. That's okay for us because we don't want to waste our time. We want to work and maybe have some relax, right? I think that's worth it.
But the University of Peña is a great school. It's a great school. And not just because Trump or Elon Musk went there. And when I was talking about the alumni, the founder of the school is Benjamin Franklin. I brought up the fact that you all know about Musk, you all know about Trump. But I think that there was a more infamous graduate from the school. So Doc Holliday from Wyatt Earp, the dentist, went to the dental school at the University of Pennsylvania. And but very few, they don't sell going to the school because Doc Holliday went there.